Hi, good evening to you. This is Derek. As you can see from the back, right, this is my kitchen. I just come back from work today because I also have coffee business, and wow, today shake because I run over about 5-6 places to meet friends, customers, as well as peers to share the opportunities and of course, reaching coffee lah. Okay, today we are not talking about coffee, we talk about digital marketing. Why is this so? Actually, I received a text from one of my friends, right, who are very new in digital marketing, and he has some questions about that. So basically, I want to share with you today. There are two basic fundamental a digital marketer should know, should learn, right, if they are new. The first thing is lead capture. The second one is email marketing. Now these two can put together, and it's quite powerful. Okay, in the world, right, in the real world, okay, data collection is very crucial. Okay, how to collect data and how to make use of the data is also very important. Okay, so how do we capture leads? Of course, we must have one thing from start, to create a lead capture, a lead capture page. And the second one is email marketing, and what we call email autoresponder, to allow us to collect the data, and we digest the data, and then we share our information via emails and reach out to the cloud, or to the people, or as well as the audience. Okay, which is the target audience, whereby we promote our product and services. Okay. So what happens today now is we will teach you three things, okay, which is led by my partner Sherry Tuner. The first thing is how to create a domain, or how to create a name that you like, and how to port over, from example, your GoDaddy into our platform, which is Builderall. Okay. The second thing that we're going to learn is how to create a lead capture page to collect the information, example, name and email address, okay, from the people. And how the third one is to show you and to teach you how to create a MailingBoss, okay, autoresponder, okay, so that we can actually collect this data and again send out the information that we want to send out, and to reach out to them. Okay, without further ado, let's get started.
There we go. And we're almost live. Here we go. Oh my gosh, we are officially live. Yay! All right, so let me remind you guys that we are live on YouTube. So anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. So be careful. I'm just kidding. So today we're going to cover lead capture pages and how to set up a lead capture page inside of Builderall. So before we get started with this, let's go ahead and talk about what a lead capture page is. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and we're going to go to a PowerPoint presentation where you can see me. What is a lead capture page? And let's talk about what a lead capture page is. So this is actually really simple. All a lead capture page is a page that's designed to get the information from the website visitor, whoever that is. We need information from them, and specifically, we would like their email. And if we're really lucky, we can get a first name or a first and last name, but we want to be able to capture that information because, as you guys know, we say this all the time, one of your biggest assets in your company is your email list. So that's what the lead capture page is designed to do. It's designed to actually capture that email and put it into your subscriber list. So now if you are sending them to a page after that, like a sales page or something, and they don't buy it, you still have them on your email list, so you can still market to them, whether you're sending them emails to sell your product, sell a service, or work on some collaboration on some projects, whatever it is, but you will have them on your email list so that you can keep working that list and get sales that way. So the whole idea behind a lead capture page is just capturing the information from that lead. And you're usually going to send them to a page that has minimal information on it. It doesn't have to be a lot of information. If you're really industrious, you can have a video, but you don't have to have a video. And usually the lead capture page is followed up by 2 more pages. So we create the lead capture page, which has the opt-in form. And then once they fill out that opt-in form, we're going to send them to an email confirmation page. And that email confirmation page, it's designed to tell them, hey, you got one more step, and that is to go to your email and check it and click confirm. Once they click confirm in their email, it sends them to the 3rd page, which is the subscription confirmed page. And that's where you tell them, congratulations, you're completely confirmed and you're on the email list. And oh, by the way, do you want to buy this thing? So you can make your subscription confirmed page whatever you want it to be. Okay. So let's talk about what types of lead capture pages there are out there. There's just the very, very plain, simple opt-in page, and that's just a page with the opt-in form. They fill it out and they hit submit. Let me tell you something. You don't have to do anything spectacular. There's some of these opt-in pages that are just an image, a box that says email and name and email, and people will, you don't have to tell them a thing. They'll give their name and their email and hit submit. So it can be literally as simple as that. Or it can be a little bit more complicated where you set up a lead magnet funnel where the lead capture page of that funnel is the first page, and it has an opt-in form, but it also has some kind of lead magnet to go with it. So for example, I might have a lead magnet that's an ebook. So right here on this image, there's a ebook that says the 6 pillars of success as an affiliate. So you might as a visitor say, okay, I'm willing to give them my email because I'm going to get a copy of that book that I get to read. So it's an exchange. It's very transactional, and it's saying, you give me this, I'll give you that. Okay. I've got one that I did myself that was a vacation voucher website. So they fill out the opt-in form, and I'm going to give them a free travel voucher that they can use to travel just about anywhere they want to go. So that is transactional, right? That's a lead magnet funnel where I'm giving them something in exchange for their email. And then we can have webinar registrations, which is real similar to what this DM join was, where you went into the DM join page and we said, hey, we're having a webinar, join us. And you click the little button and a pop-up came up and you filled out the information. And that was an opt-in form. That was a lead capture form where we were able to capture your information. So let's take a look at some actual sites that we have. And let me see here. So here's a couple of them. So let's see. Here's one that is the opt-in form is actually in a pop-up. So it's a very basic page. I want you to notice how simple this is, right? Is there a lot of text? No. Is there confusing information? No. It's just big letters and this video that they can watch if they want to, and then a button. And when you click the button, it takes you to a place where you can actually opt in, and you'll be able to, and I can't opt in because I'm already a member of Builderall, but it pops up if you're not already a member of Builderall, it pops up a form that you can fill out and you can become an affiliate for free. So this button leads to an opt-in form, okay? So the next one is, this is a really basic one, right? So we've got an image, we've got big text, there's nothing confusing on here. Very clear what is happening, which is watch the masterclass now. So we're saying we'll send you to a free masterclass and we're going to give you 30 free product funnels, but you have to give us your name and your email. So they give you their name and their email. They click the button and you now have their email on your list. So you captured that lead. The next one, this is the travel funnel. So this is Builderall plus vacation. So again, really simple text, nothing complicated, no paragraphs except for right here where it talks about what you're signing up for specifically. But they put in their name, email, and password. And then I've captured their email, plus I've given them a free website account in Builderall, and they'll get a free travel voucher as well. So that is another lead magnet type funnel. And then this one right here is another lead magnet funnel. This is where they can sign up for a free website account. So they give their name, their email, their password, and they get a free website account, and I get the lead in my system. So these are all lead capture websites that are actually really easy to set up and not too terribly complicated to build. You can see that the text is very, very simple, right? We're not going to make anything too complicated. Tell them exactly what you're going to give them if it's a lead magnet. Tell them exactly what you're going to do for them if it's just an opt-in form where they're opting into a subscriber list. So are you going to send them an email once a week or an email 5 times a week? So you want to be real clear what they're signing up for. Or if they're signing up for a webinar, you need to say, this is for a webinar. You're going to get free access on Tuesday at 8 o'clock. Or you can say you get free access immediately if it's an evergreen webinar. So lots of great ways to create lead capture pages. And they're actually very, very simple to set up. So before I move on, I'm going to look at your eyeballs and make sure that you guys are understanding exactly what a lead capture page is. But before I ask that, I'm going to upgrade some people that are hiding in the wings and make sure that they get access like everybody else does. So let me upgrade them and upgrade them. And okay, I think I got everybody. So do you guys have any questions about what a lead capture page is? Thumbs up if you're okay. Yeah. Okay, let's keep moving on. You guys are doing awesome. So I'm going to share my screen.
Kelly, I have a question.
Okay, I have an answer. I'm ready.
I'm sure you do. On your lead capture page, do you always use just a single page like that for lead capture, or do you ever use the lead capture on a website?
You can do it. You can do it on a website. But if the whole goal of a specific page is to capture the lead, and maybe you're running ads to that page, or you've got some organic traffic going to that page, and the whole goal is, I don't really want them to know everything about my company. I just want them to be enticed to join my list first, and then I'll educate them through email on my company. So if you're doing that, then you just want to have that page as just a lead capture page with nothing extra. And it's so simple to do. And very, very easy to run ads to it, because like I said, on a basic lead capture page, I've seen lead capture pages that seriously have like the picture of an ocean and then a box that says name and email and submit. And that's all that's on the page. It doesn't tell you anything about what you're even submitting for. And those are successful lead capture pages. So it's incredible how simple it is to get people to commit to giving you their email, right? And where the magic happens with Builderall is that we have that double opt-in. So once they actually sign up, they have to confirm their email. And then you know that it's actually a really good email on your list. You can actually send them emails and they'll be getting them because they had to confirm their email. That's the value of that double opt-in list. Okay.
Well,
Did that help, David?
Yes, but I've got another question now.
Okay. Fire away.
If I am doing organic search engine stuff, and I want them to come to my website, should I not have an opt-in once they get there?
Yes, absolutely. If you've got just a regular informational page about your company, I would put the opt-in, a small opt-in box, maybe on the first fold, so that they can opt in if they do want to have more information. But you can have the information about your company on that page. They can scroll down and look and look and look, and they're like, oh, I really like this. I'm going to scroll back up and sign up for their subscriber list. So yes, you can have just your regular page, just a regular informational page, sales page, whatever you want, that has the opt-in form so they can subscribe. But if you are specifically looking to capture leads, then you want a separate page that's specifically designed to capture leads so they don't get sidetracked and start reading, and then forget that there's a opt-in box at the top. A lead capture page is a simple page where the whole point is to drive traffic to get them to sign up for your list. Okay,
we'll talk about that tonight. Thank you very much.
Fabulous. Thank you. All right, I've got a couple more to upgrade here. Yay. All right, so let's jump in and check out some more about a lead capture page and how to set it up. So I'm going to go back into my PowerPoint presentation, which is right there. And let's talk about what a lead capture page looks like. So we already kind of discussed this already. So it's simple design. It has an opt-in form, and that opt-in form can be right on the page, or it can be a button that when they click it, it does a pop-up, and then they sign up using the pop-up. Is fine. I like to have the opt-in form right on the page because then it's really obvious. And to be quite honest, some people don't think about it. They just go, "Oh, that's a great looking site. I don't know exactly what they have, but I'm going to sign up and see what they got." So if you have that opt-in form, I think there's a higher chance to get them to actually opt in when you have it right on your page instead of a button leading to a pop-up. You want to have simple content. So right here on this particular page, it's so simple, right? Big lettering, explains what's happening. There's no mystery. So as simple as you can get it, especially on that first fold, which is the first area that the visitor looks at. You want to make it as simple as possible and then not too flashy. So if you've got flashing text or moving text or something like that, it's probably not going to work out too well. Although I have an exception to that rule, and I'll show you what I did on one of my sites. So let's see here on this one right here. I want you to look right here on the top of this banner. If you look really closely, it kind of looks like a wave. Do you see that? Very, very slight movement. It's very, very subtle. But what that is a new feature we have in Cheetah where you can add a panel divider. And that panel divider can actually have waves that make it look like it's motion. So this one's really subtle, but you can make it a lot less subtle, a lot more pronounced if you want to. But I kept this as subtle as possible. So it's kind of, when you watch it, you're like, wait, is that water moving? But it's actually the banner that's kind of doing that wave. So that was kind of my way of using that feature very subtly instead of kind of hitting them over the head with it. But you want to make sure that if you do something like that on your lead capture page, that it is subtle. It's not too loud, because the whole point is to drive them to the opt-in form and get them on your email list. That's definitely where you want them. Okay. So let's talk about now some steps. I think that's the next thing we're going to talk about in the PowerPoint. Let's see. Oh, the importance of the first fold. So we kind of already talked about this. The first fold, you'll hear this when people are talking about building websites. This is the first screen that you see when you look at a website. So the very top part of the website. This is where the bulk of the information that you need to give your visitor needs to go. So the opt-in form needs to be here. Why you want them to join your list needs to be here. But it all needs to be basic information. Large text. You want minimal images. So this is not an area where you want image. It's too loud, and you want them to go to that opt-in form. You want to do careful spacing, and you want to make sure that the opt-in form is there. Again, you can use a button and let them click the button and do the opt-in form on a pop-up, but I don't think it's as effective as if you have the actual opt-in form on the page, because like I said, people will fill it out and they won't even think about it. They're like, oh, wow, build your free website now. Let me fill that out. Rather than clicking a button and then the pop-up coming and it covers some of that information. And so, you know, they've got a 2-second memory. They'll be, wait, what am I doing again? So we want to get them the first try. So keep that opt-in form on that page if you can. So now let's go ahead and create a lead capture page. So you guys are going to go through the entire process with me. And I'm actually really excited because there's a lot of people that have asked for this. And you guys are going to get a treat today because I'm going to go through the whole process. I'm going to purchase a domain. I'm going to build the pages. I'm going to connect them. We're going to do MailingBoss. So everybody put your seatbelt on. This is going to be a wild and crazy ride. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually purchase a domain because I want that to propagate so that we can connect it to everything that we need to. So let me show you how to do that. I use GoDaddy because that is my go-to place for domains. So I'm going to go to GoDaddy. And then I'm going to look up a domain. But before I look up a domain, I have to kind of have an idea of what domain I want to have. So I don't have a clue right now. So I'm going to go ahead and go to another page that I absolutely love. And this is called namemesh.com, namemesh.com. And let me type that in the chat so you guys have that, because this is going to be a wonderful tool to help you find some really good domains and kind of play with some of the wording so you can find the perfect domain. So let me type that in. So panelists, namemesh.com. So in the chat, you guys should be able to copy that and paste it into a notepad, and make sure you keep that handy, and I'll tell you why in just a little bit. So we're in namemesh.com. So let's go there, namemesh.com. And now I need to think about what I want to do a website on. So I think I'm going to do a website on, let's see, how about pearl jewelry? Oh my gosh, that sounds good. So pearl jewelry. So I typed in those two keywords, and now I'm going to click generate. And what it's going to do is it's going to take those two keywords. First, it's going to throw me into some advertising, so I'll close that. And it's going to take those two keywords and it's going to spin them and create a whole bunch of domains that have pearl and jewelry in them or something related to that. So here's some common ones: pearljewelry.org, blah, 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 blah. I really like the .coms. I like to stick to the .coms. So here's something similar. So pearl shoe, pearl cloth, pearl goods, pearl ceramic. I don't see anything there that I like. Pearl item, pearl pottery, pearl fur, pearl rug. No, I don't see anything there that I really like. So I'll look over here. This is new. So pearl.clothing, pearl.equipment. I don't like any of those because they're not .coms. And then fun. So pearlry, pearlette, pearl Jew, pewelry. I don't even know what that is. Pearlery, blah, 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 blah. There's a bunch of really weird ones there. Pearl Jua, pearl Juo, pearl blah, blah. Pearl jewelry, and the par jewelry, pearl jewelry. I don't like any of those. I love the premium ones, but I can't afford those. So there's a mix right here. Pearl jewelry on, pearl jewelry. And so you can see there's a lot of different combinations. I don't see anything that is really just like tickling my tummy. So I'm going to go ahead and choose something different. So pearl ring, and let's see what that generates. So pearl ring, there's pearl-ring.com, pearlring.net. Let's see, I want to stick with the .com. So pearl cry, pearl gang, pearl hum, pearl fit, pearl hear, pearl hug, pearl hang, pearl sing, pearl shoe, pearl eat, coach ring, pearl walk. So you can see that it takes so much and actually just spins it and makes it something that's very, very different. So don't like any of those. So pearl necklace, let's try that. Pearl necklace. And let's see, no.com's there. Pearl scarf, pearl wig, pearl shoe, cufflink, shawl, robe, vest, skirt. Oh, this is like a whole lot of clothing type stuff. Pearl jacket, pearl sweater, pearl amulet. That's really close, but I don't think that's quite good enough. Pearl boot, butt, a sock, tunic, lamp, cape, house, cloth. Nope, don't like any of those. And those are not .coms. And then these are a mixture, which these are usually pretty weird. So don't like any of those. So here's what happens, and I'm really glad you guys are seeing this, is you have to be so particular about the domain name that you choose, because you're going to get it for a year. And what happens sometimes is you find that you can't find any good ones. So you just keep spinning those keywords. So find different keywords, keep looking. Then there's other times that you'll find 100 great ones, right? So here's what I suggest that you do. And I want all of you guys to look at my eyeballs because I speak from experience. What I want you to do is, if you find 100 good ones, I want you to write them all down on a sheet of paper. And then I want you to go to bed and sleep on it. And don't buy a single thing until the next day. Because what's going to happen is you're going to look at those 100 domains that you thought was a bomb diggity the night before. And out of those 100, you're going to go, oh my gosh, seriously, there's only 1 or 2 good ones in here. I don't know what I was thinking last night. But you get into this excitement over these domain names, and you'll overbuy the domain names. And so wait a night, give it 24 hours, 12 hours, something like that, and look at them again later so that you can look with a fresh set of eyes and find a good domain. Okay, that. You're welcome. I just saved you a bunch of money. Let's go back in here and see if we can find a domain. So I'm going to go with, I think I'll do pearlnecklace.io. So we'll just purchase that one. So pearlnecklace.io. So I'm going to jump. Actually, I want to do it .com. So I'll do pearlscarf.com. That sounds good. So I know the domain that I want to buy. So I'm going to jump back into GoDaddy and I'll type in pearlscarf.com and we'll see if that one is actually still available. So hot diggity dog, pearlscarf.com is available, which is great. So I'm going to go ahead and add it to my cart, and then I'm going to continue and I'm going to go through and buy the whole thing. So I'm going to go to my cart and I'm going to say no thanks to privacy. I don't have to have any privacy on it. I don't need the website because I've got Builderall, and then I'm going to continue. And I have the frequent flyer discount because I buy so many domains. So I'm going to go for 1 year and it costs me $8.29. And I will put it on my account and complete my purchase. So I now am the proud owner of pearlscarf.com. So I own that domain now. So now the next step for me is to actually point my name servers towards Builderall. So what happens is I own the domain and the domain is on GoDaddy, but my website's going to be on Builderall. So I have to point this name to Builderall. So when somebody types in the name pearlscarf.com, GoDaddy will say, I don't have that website here. You have to go to Builderall to see the website. That's what changing your name servers does. Okay. So to do that, I need to go into the DNS settings for pearlscarf.com inside of GoDaddy. So I'm going to click manage my domains. And there we go. And then I'm going to see if I can find pearlscarf.com. And I'm going to go to this other listing like this one because this one works better. So I'm looking for pearlscarf, which is going to be all the way down in the P's. There we go. There it is, pearlscarf.com. So there's my domain. I'm going to click on it and we're going to try that again. So down to pearlscarf.com, all the way down in the P's. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And let's see, there we go. And we'll try it again. And what's happening is that it's such a brand new domain that it takes a minute for it to register on GoDaddy so that I can actually change the DNS servers. So here's another thing that you can look up and use quite frequently, and that is the DNS checker. This is something that we use to check and see if what our domain names are doing. So here is the website. It's dnschecker.com. And I'm going to jump into chat and I'm going to give that to you, dnschecker.com. So definitely write this down because the more websites you purchase and build with Builderall, the more you'll need to use this. But let me share my screen again. There we go. And what I'm going to do is check and see what the name servers are for this domain right now. So it's pearlscarf.com. And right here where it says the records, this A record, I'm going to change it to NS for name servers. Okay. And then I'm going to click search. And it gives me this weird pdns13.domaincontrol.com and pdns14.domaincontrol.com. So what that's telling me is those are the GoDaddy servers. So right now, my website is actually housed on GoDaddy, and I want to point it towards Builderall. So I need to put the Builderall name servers on GoDaddy. So let's see if it's ready to do that. So I'm going to jump into GoDaddy again. Oops, right there. And we'll see if we can't get to that page. So I'm going to look for Pearl Scarf again. So it starts with a P, ends with Earl Scarf. Let's see, Pearl Scarf. There we go. And let's see if it's ready yet. There we go. Okay, so now I get the domain settings. And I'm going to go down here to the bottom and I'm going to click Manage DNS because I have to tell GoDaddy where that website is going to be. So I'm going to click Manage DNS. And it's already got some records here. Do not let those records scare you one bit, because they don't mean anything, because you're going to change all of them. You're going to go down here to Name Servers, and you're going to click Change. And then I'm going to click Enter My Own Name Servers. And it says Advanced, but this is not that advanced. You can do this. So I'm going to click Enter My Own Name Servers, and it gives me 2 spots. So I need 2 name servers. So you're going to use these name servers right here. Let me pull them up. So copy these down. It's ns3.l4dns.com and ns4.l4dns.com. Okay, and I will paste those into chat for you guys. So I'm going to stop sharing for just a second and paste that into chat for you. And then we'll share again so you can see it again. Okay, so these are the name servers that tell GoDaddy, hey, my website is on Builderall. Okay, that's what these are telling GoDaddy and anybody that types in my website address. So I'm going to copy that first one, and then I'm going to jump back into DNS Manager, and I'm going to paste it. And then I'm going to paste it again, because all I have to do is change the 3 to a 4, and everything else is the same. So I've got my name servers changed, and then I'm going to click Save. And now they have brand new name servers, and now GoDaddy knows that the website that I have for this domain is no longer going to be on GoDaddy. It is pointing towards Builderall. So now I can actually build a website on Builderall and connect the domain, and it will actually connect with that domain name. So now I'm going to show you another thing that we're going to do to kind of monitor if the propagation is happening, which is that information is getting sent out to all the servers all over the world. So I'm going to go back to that DNS checker. And remember, we had pearlscarf.com, and we're checking the name servers. I'm going to click Search again. And you see they still have those old name servers right there, that pdns13.domaincontrol.com, but some of them don't. Do you see that red X? That red X means, oops, we can't find the name servers. Oh my gosh. So what's happening is GoDaddy is taking the old name servers off. They're putting the new name servers back on, and they're sending that information to all of the computers, the DNS servers, all the way through the world. And what that means is, like in this country right here in Australia, if that person is typing in pearlscarf.com, then they will hit this server, and this server will say, oh yeah, I know where that's at. That's on the Builderall servers. So go check the Builderall servers. They'll have the website, right? And then if somebody's checking it over in here, which is Spain, and Spain goes to this server where that green check mark is, oh yeah, I know where that's at. It's over here towards the Builderall servers. So that's what we're doing, is we're propagating. That's what that process is called. So that information is going out to all the servers all the way throughout the world, so that all those computers know where my website is going to be. So I'm going to click Search again, and we're going to see that it's going to continue to change, and we're going to see the red X's, and then the greens will actually change in a little bit to the new name servers. So this can take anywhere from 24 to 48 hours. We are probably going to get it a little bit faster. So we'll go ahead and go through some more of the process of building the lead capture page, and then we'll check on this again in just a little bit. So let's jump back into our PowerPoint and see where we got to go. So I'm going to jump into PowerPoint slide. And the first thing we're going to do is create the first 3 pages of our lead capture funnel, including the lead capture page. So that's what we're going to do now. Okay. So I'm going to jump into Builderall. So right here, oh look there, I'm ranked number 9. Isn't that exciting? So I'm going to go to Apps, and then I'm going to go to Cheetah, and we're going to open the Cheetah website builder. And it's going to take just a second for this to open, because I have quite a bit of things running. But when it opens, we are going to just jump all over it, because it's so exciting. So what we're going to do is we're going to build the home page, we're going to build the email confirmation page, and we're going to build the subscription confirm page. So I'm going to go to create a new site, and I'm going to call this Pearl Scarf website. Fabulous. And then I'm going to copy that and paste it in the description. And then I'm just going to start with a blank template. So I'm not going to go to a selected template that's already created. I'm just going to start from scratch because this is not just a huge website that we're building. So blank template and then next. And what it's done is it's created the website in the background. And if I scroll down to my unpublished sites, it's right down here because I haven't published it yet. So then I'm going to go to edit site and I'm going to open that bad boy up. So now I'm in the website overview page, and this is where I can affect the entire website. So over here, I've got some settings. Over here, I've got my home page because it automatically creates my home page for me. And then I've got the ability to create membership areas. I can create some new pages. I can actually publish. There's a lot of things that I can do from here, which is absolutely fabulous. So the first thing I'm going to do is create my home page. So I'm going to go to edit page. And this is the page that is the lead capture page. This is the first page they're going to hit. And I'm going to try to make it so that when they hit it, they're going to want to give me their email address. So let's see if we can set that up. So the first thing I need to do is add a panel. And I'm going to cheat and I'm going to use one of the pre-made panels that already have an opt-in form in them. So I'm going to go to panels. Then I'm going to scroll down to opt-in banners. So I'm going to click there. And oh my gosh, looky there. There's like pre-made opt-in banners just like that. So it's really cool how they've already got so many that are already created for us. So I'm going to just keep scrolling until I find one that I like. La, 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 la. I'm not sure there's any jewelry ones. So I'm just going to cheat and I'm going to grab this one right here is good. So I'm going to click that. And there we go. It's got a house on it. Pretend like it's got jewelry on it. And then I've got my opt-in form right here. So that comes with the opt-in form. I'm not ready to connect it yet, but it's got an opt-in form that I can connect when I'm ready. And I'm going to say, welcome to pearlscarf.com. There we go. And I'll stretch this out. So just like that. Yay. We'll stretch the box out like that. Yay. And then I'll maybe move that up a little bit so I can move it all together. Fabulous. And now I've got an opt-in page. So I have to click save because save is my friend. And great. Now let's take a look at what the live version looks like, because this is actually already live in the system. So I'm going to go back to my website overview page where I can do everything with the website. There's my home page. So I'm going to click this triple dots and click go to website page. When I do that, there it is. So I want you to notice that I don't have a header at the top and there's some white space at the bottom. So I could add another panel in here. I could add a header in here to maybe put a logo or something like that. But you want to keep it minimal, right? This is an opt-in page. This is a lead capture page. So you want to keep it as minimal as possible. Tell them what you're going to give them or tell them what you're going to do for them. That's the reason they'll sign up. So keep it simple, simple, simple. So that's the lead capture page. Now let's go ahead and create the other two pages that we need to create. So I'm going to go here and do create new page. And this one I'm going to call the email confirmation page. And then I'm just going to copy that and paste it in the title and paste it in the description. And then I'm going to click save. And on this page, this is the page that after they fill out the form and hit submit, it's going to give them instructions to go check their email, right? So that's what we need to put on this page is go check your email and click confirm. So I'm going to go ahead and edit that page and I'm going to put that information on there. And we're making it very, very simple, you guys. You guys would go in and make this a lot prettier. So as soon as this pops up, we'll grab the same panel and we'll take the opt-in form off, change the words a little bit, and then that page will be ready. So come on, baby, you can do it. There we go. So I'm going to click add and panel, and I'm going to go down to those opt-in banners. And I'm going to find that same banner we had just a minute ago, which is right here. And I'll click it. And then I'm going to take the opt-in form off because we already have that on the lead capture page. So I'll delete it. And then I'm going to say almost done. Almost done. And then with this little text right here, I'm going to bring that down a little bit. And I'm going to say check your email and click confirm to be added to our newsletter. There we go. So we gave them instructions. And I'm going to delete these little bitty images here because we don't need them. There we go. And then I'm going to stretch this out just a little bit so it kind of matches. And Shazam. Now they have instructions that say go check your email and make sure you click confirm. Now you can word this a lot better, right? Because you guys can spend the time to make sure you got the right copy. But I don't want to keep you guys too terribly long. So we're going to make it really simple. But since this is done, I'm going to click save because save is my friend, and then that's fine. So it's published. And now the second page is created. And now I'm going to create the third page, which is the subscription confirmed page. So I'm going to click create new page. And then we're going to call it subscription confirmed. There we go. And then I'm going to copy and paste it into the title and the description and click save. And now that it's saved, I'm going to go ahead and do edits just like this. And I'm going to grab that same panel, same exact design, and I'm just going to change the wording again. So I'll go to panels, and then down here to opt-in banners, and then down here to the banner that we used before. Here we go. And I'll take out the opt-in form because we don't need it on this page. And then I'll type in congratulations. Here we go. And then down here on this one, I'll change it to you are now confirmed and a part of our newsletter list. Expect to get your first email from us in about 2 hours. There we go. So then I'm going to stretch it out a bit, and I'll get rid of these little pictures because we don't need them. So that's fine, and that's fine. And there we go. We've got the congratulations subscription confirmed. This can also be like your thank you page. So you can say, thanks for signing up. And would you like to see some of our products, and send them to a funnel where you start selling your products. So this is the page that can lead them to another funnel, another page, wherever you want them to go after they're done confirming their email. Okay. So I'm going to click save to make sure it's saved. And then that's fine. All right, so now we have all 3 pages that we need to have, and let's see how our domain's doing. We'll check that in just a second. But first, I want to look at your eyeballs and make sure that you're still with me. So before I do that, let me upgrade some people that are here that are kind of waiting in the wings. So here we go. Fabulous, fabulous, and fabulous. And I think I got everybody. Oops, one more. There we go. All right. Any questions about what we've covered so far?
Yeah,
Good.
quick question.
Charles, go ahead.
With the opt-in form, I think there is a way that you can actually personalize the 2 following pages where you can actually put their name in.
Yep.
I'd actually like to see how you do that, though.
I think that's a great idea, but I probably won't do that today because I still have quite a bit to cover with you guys. So those are automated tags that we have in the Pixel Perfect. We don't have that yet in Cheetah, but
gotcha. That was really the
it.
question, whether or not that was in Cheetah yet.
Nope, not yet. We're still working on that one.
Gotcha.
David?
For some reason, well, not for some reason, I did it on purpose. My domain, davidduty.com, I've had for 20 something years.
Mm-hmm.
And I never have any websites on that domain. It's just my email.
Mm-hmm.
But if anyone types in myname.com, it's supposed to redirect them to my website, commonsensecommodities.com.
Mm-hmm.
I had davidduty.com on Namecheap. I switched over from GoDaddy to Namecheap.
Mhm.
and I put the two Builderall DNS servers in Namecheap.
Mhm.
And I just checked it the other day, and I typed in davidduty.com, and it goes to a Builderall 14-day trial.
Yeah, probably what's happening is you had it before as a redirect.
I did.
With that situation, if you put the name servers in, it's looking for the website, and there's no website on David Duty. So that's kind of the whole point of why you put the name servers in. So you'd want to change the name servers back to Namecheap and then do a redirect if you wanted to redirect it to Common Sense Commodities. Okay.
So I changed it back to Namecheap and then asked them to do a redirect.
Exactly. That's it.
Okay. I probably got a lot of free people to sign up.
Yay. That's great.
Just not under my ID.
Not under you. All right. Hopefully we'll fix that problem. But let me go ahead and jump back in. Before I do any other questions, are you guys doing okay? Thumbs up if you're hanging in there with me. Good. All right. So let's keep going, you guys. So let's take a look at what we've done so far. So I'm going to go back into my PowerPoint slide. And we created the first 3 pages. So we created the home page, the email confirmation, subscription confirmed. We saved them. We published them. Now we get to connect the domain. So let's check and see if our domain is propagated. So we're going to go back to that DNS checker and see what's happening with the DNS checker. So let me find where that's at. So here it is right here, Pearl Scarf. And I'm checking the name servers. So I'm going to click search. And we've got the old domain there. So it's still not propagated quite yet. So let me close this and do a complete refresh. So we're going to do DNS checker. There we go. And we'll go do pearlscarf.com. And we'll check those name servers, so NS and search. And it's still picking up the old name servers, which is not good. So let's see if we can check on GoDaddy, and we'll make sure that it's still, oh, that might be why. So let me do a double check on that one. I may not have saved them correctly. Nope, they are correct. So there's the NS3 and NS4. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and take the plunge, and we're going to connect the domain because we can. So I'm going to go to Cheetah again, and I'm going to go to the website overview page. So this is where I have all my pages showing for that website and all the different things I can do with the website. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find where it says connect domain, which is right here. So I'm going to click connect domain. And then I'm going to put the name of the domain that I want to connect to this website. And that is pearlscarf.com. And I need to make sure of my spelling. That's really, really important. If you don't spell it right, it's not going to do right. And then I need to make sure that I do not put the http:// in front of it. It does not need that. It only needs your plain old, just plain run-of-the-mill domain name. So I've got pearlscarf.com, and I'm going to click save. And it says, are you sure? And I'm going to click save again. And so now it's going to work in the background to create some files and do some magic things that it needs to do to make sure that that domain is connected and that it sends information out there that says, hello, we are the ones that now have that website. And if you're looking for pearlscarf.com, you can look over here because we have it. So that's kind of what it's doing in the background right now. And what you'll see happen is that the DNS checker, when we check it again, will start resolving with the new name servers. So we'll check that out, but we'll wait until the domain is connected correctly. So it kind of goes through this process, takes a little bit. And you guys know that the waiting is the hardest part, right? There we go. So we now have the domain connected, which is fabulous. So even if the servers are not necessarily all propagated yet, this will help that process. So let's go ahead and see what happens now with the DNS checker. So I'm going to go in here and, oops, not there, but the DNS checker. Let's see, where did it go? Right there. And there's pearlscarf.com. I'm looking through the NS servers. So let's see what happens. And it's still not quite propagated correctly. It's going to be funny if this one takes forever and we can't go through the whole training, but that's okay. We'll do it anyway. So pearlscarf.com is connected and we'll wait for the propagation. So now let's talk about what we can do next, which is connect the MailingBoss and do everything that we need to do in MailingBoss. So let's check our listy-poo of what we need to do. And that's right here. So we connected our domain and now we need to create a professional email. Okay, so before we can do lead capture pages and actually capture leads, we need to have a professional email set up in Builderall. And this takes a few steps. So let's go ahead and jump in there and do that. So I'm going to go back to my dashboard right here. I'm going to go to apps, and then I'm going to go under MailingBoss. It has professional emails. So I'm going to click that and create a professional email. So here's my list, and probably last on the list is the Pearl Scarf. You guys can't hardly even see it, but it's all the way down there at the bottom. I clicked it, and now I'm going to create an email. And so it's got pearlscarf.com, and I'm going to create Shelly@pearlscarf.com, and then I'm going to put in a password of asecret 2020 and asecret 2020. And so the strength is fine, so I can click create now. Fabulous. So I now have a new email. So I'm going to click view email lists. And then I'm going to scroll down to Pearl Scarf and open that up. And there's Shelly@pearlscarf.com. And I need this set up, and I'm going to access the webmail. And I'm going to need this in a few minutes because I'm going to have to verify it in MailingBoss. So I'm going to click access webmail. And it says your connection is not private. That's because we don't have SSL installed yet, and that's okay. I'm just going to click advanced and then proceed to the site. So here's Rain Loop. This is where we're going to receive our email and send our email for onesies and twosies emails. This is the email that we want to send and receive outside of MailingBoss. So I put in my email that I just created, which is Shelly@pearlscarf.com. And then the password was asecret 2020. And then enter. And now I have access to my email. And I'm able to, we'll see if we can send and receive yet, but the domain has to be propagated before I can send and receive. Okay, because if somebody's sending an email but it doesn't know where that website is and where that email is, it can't send it. So the propagation has to be completed before we can do that. All right, so now let's look at our list again and see what we got to do. So go back to our PowerPoint slide, and we created the professional email. So now we have to jump into MailingBoss, and we have to connect the domain there. And we have to verify our email and then create our subscribers. So let's jump into here. And before we do that, we have to make sure that we are propagated. So I'm going to go back to my DNS checker, and I'm going to click refresh. And oh my gosh, it's starting to happen. You see that where it's got ns3.l4dns.com? Do you see that, you guys? That means that all those computers all over the world are starting to see where the new website is going to be located. We still have a few that have the old name servers, like this one right here and this one right here, but that process is started, which is fabulous. So let's see if we can connect our domain to MailingBoss, because that's the next thing we have to do. So I'm going to go into my dashboard, and I'm going to go to apps and then MailingBoss. And inside of MailingBoss, there's a couple things that I need to do first. I need to go to menu, and then I need to go to domains. And in here, I'm going to connect Pearl Scarf to MailingBoss. Okay, I have to do that. So to do that, I just click on Pearl Scarf, and it's got a lot of gobbledygook. And this is like so scary the first time you see it. You're like, oh my gosh, I don't even know what any of that means. But I already changed my name servers. So all I have to do is click verify DNS records. So if I click that and then let it run, it says your domain has been successfully verified. So let's take a look and make sure. So I'll go back to domains, And sure enough, pearlscarf.com is verified. So now I'm going to click Enable SSL so that my email can go out on a secure socket layer. That means it's secure and it can't be hacked. It can still be hacked, but it's a lot more safer than if you don't have SSL. So now I've got my domain connected and verified. And now I have to verify my professional email. Remember that Shelly@pearlscarf.com that we already created? We're going to verify it now. So I'm going to go to menu and then sender emails. So when I click that, I've got a bunch of emails in here that I verified, but I have to create a new one. So I'm going to click create new. And sender name is going to be Shelly Turner. That's me. And then the email is going to be Shelly@pearlscarf.com. And then I'm going to click Save Changes. And so what it does is it sends an email to Shelly@pearlscarf.com, and I have to click Confirm to get that email verified. Okay, so let's check and see if we got that email. And sometimes it takes a minute or two to come in. So let me find where my email's at, and we'll click Refresh. Oh my gosh, it came in fast. So here's the email. I'm going to click that, and then I'm going to click here, and it's going to confirm. So now our email is confirmed. So let me kind of talk to you guys about what we've done so far. This was a lot of setup process, right? A lot of setup. But we've created the first 3 pages for our lead capture funnel, including the lead capture page, and we put the opt-in form on there. Then we went in and connected our domain, and then we went in and we verified our domain and created our professional email and verified the professional email. So now we've got just a few more steps and this funnel will be ready. So do you guys have any questions about what we've covered so far? Lots to cover, right? All of you guys are like, oh my gosh, I hope there's a replay. Yes, there is. All right, let's jump in and keep going. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again. And let's go back to PowerPoint and see what our next step is. So we went to MailingBoss and we connected the domain. We verified the professional email. Now we have to create a subscriber list. So this is why we already connected a domain and why we already created our professional email, because we needed that to do the subscriber list to be able to finish setting it up completely. So let's go ahead and create a subscriber list. So I'm going to go into MailingBoss again. So here I'm in MailingBoss. And I'm just going to go click this home button to go back to the home screen. And right here, I can actually create one right here where it says create a new subscriber list. So let's call this Pearl Scarf Sublist. Fabulous. And I'm going to just copy that and paste it in the display name and paste it in the description and then click continue. And then all of this is filled out perfectly. I want to make sure that it's a double opt-in list. That's going to give me a better list. And everything looks great. So I'm going to click next. And now it wants to know what fields do we want. So I want to collect the email and the first name. That's what I want to collect in this lead capture page. So I'm going to check mark both of those. Actually, email filter is already check marked because you can't uncheck it. And then I check mark first name field. And then I'm going to click Save Changes. Fabulous. And so now it takes me back to the Pearl Scarf subscriber list overview page. And one of the things that I'm going to change before I go in and change my website is I'm going to change the fields. So if I click on that, it's got email first and first name second, which I hate on subscriber forms. If you guys have ever seen my trainings before, this is like an OCD thing. I hate putting the email first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the sort order on both of these. So I'm going to put email as sort order number 2 and first name is sort order number 1. So that way first name is first and then email. That seems more organized. The planets are aligned. Everything works better that way. I just like that better. And then I want to make sure that on required, we have yes for both. So usually the first name comes in as no, so I'm going to change that to yes. And that's all I need to do with those two things. And then I'm going to click Save Changes. And so now I have my subscriber list ready. So we've knocked that off the list. So now let's check and see what we have next to do. So I'm going to go. I have to do the lead capture confirm page. So that's the next thing I have to do to finish getting this funnel ready. So I'm going to jump back into Cheetah. Let me go ahead and change my screen. And we'll find the right Cheetah screen. So that's the email confirmation page. So that's not the right one. And here's the home page, which is where my form is. So now what I have to do is connect this email marketing form to MailingBoss. That way, when people fill out this form, the information goes straight into MailingBoss. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the form, and I'm going to go into this little bitty icon that says we'll do set list first. So it's the 1, 2, 3, 4th item on this mini toolbar. So I'm going to click it. And all I'm doing is connecting to whatever list I want to use inside of MailingBoss. So it gives me all my lists, which I have a bunch of them. But remember, we made that Pearl Scarf subscriber list as the one we wanted to use. So I'm going to click that and then click Save. And now what happens is it takes the first name and puts it first, the email and puts it second, and now it's connected to that list. So anybody that fills this out, the information is going to go into that Pearl Scarf subscriber list in MailingBoss. Now I have one more thing to do, and that is to figure out how to get users, once they hit see this home, for the users to go to the email confirmation page. And then when they go check their email and click confirm, they're sent to the subscription confirm page. So to do that, we have to click the next item on this mini toolbar. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tools over, there's this set link. So if I click that, it says, what pages do you want for subscription pending, subscription confirmed, and unsubscribe? So this subscription pending is the email confirmation page. So I'm going to click no action, and I'm going to click page, and I'm going to click the email confirmation page. That's where I want them to go once they click submit. And then I'm going to click save. And then on the subscription confirmed, I'm going to click no action, and I'm going to click subscription confirmed, and then I'm going to click save. And then on unsubscribe confirm, if you want to make a page so that if they decide to unsubscribe, they can go to that special page, you can do that too. We won't do that tonight, but that is always a possibility that you make an unsubscribe page. And the value of that is if they unsubscribe, then when you send them to that page, you can say, oh, we're so sorry to see you go. If it was a mistake, you can resubscribe by going here. If it wasn't a mistake, can you fill out this form and tell us why you decided to leave? So you can get some information from your people that unsubscribe. But we won't do that here. We're just going to set up the email confirmation page and then the subscription confirm page. And then I'm going to click save. And now I've got that form saved. I'm going to click out of it and then click save, because save is my friend. And then publish, because we want to be able to see these pages. And now, actually, I think everything is done. So let's check our PowerPoint to make sure we got everything. So we created the first 3 pages. We saved and published them. We connected the domain. We created the professional email. We went into MailingBoss and connected the domain to MailingBoss. We verified the professional email, and we created the subscription list. Then we jumped back into Cheetah, and we went to the lead capture page and connected the email confirmation page and the subscription confirm page to the opt-in form. So we did everything. So are you guys ready to test it and see if it works? Let me look at your eyeballs. Are you ready to test it? This is the fun part, right? Because it might or it might not work. So let me add these people that have come in so they can join us, because we want them to be here just like you guys. Here we go. And any questions before I go to test it? Any questions at all? Are you excited to see if it works? Yeah. All right. I can see the anticipation. Like, stop talking, Shelly. Let's just test it. All right. Let's jump in and test it. So I'm going to go to share and share my screen. And let's flip back over, and we will go to, here we go. we'll go to Cheetah. We need to go to the overview page. Let me drag this out of the way. And here we go in the overview page. This is the website overview page. And one thing that I'm going to do, because I've made a lot of changes to multiple pages, is I'm going to click this publish button and publish the entire website and all of the connections. So I'm going to click publish. Fabulous. And once I do that, it's taken all those pages, all the connections, and it's making sure that everything is connected like it's supposed to be. And hopefully what that means is once we go to the live website, everything will work exactly like it's supposed to. So we'll let that refresh. Come on, you can do it. Hello, Cheetah. Let's go. We got things to do, Cheetah. Let's go. And it's thinking really hard. And usually it doesn't take this long. So I think it's got just a lot to do with the number of windows I have open. But now it gave me the publish confirm. So I'm going to click OK. And now here's my home page. So I can choose to go this way by clicking the triple dots and go to website page, or I can go to the actual domain name. So I'm going to open an incognito window and I'm going to go to pearlscarf.com. And let's see if we end up going to the page. So here we go. There it is. Oh my gosh. All right. So we made it to the page. So now we need to fill out the opt-in form and see what happens. So I'm going to pick a name. So Katie Ray, that's my granddaughter, Katie Ray, and Katie Ray at yahoo.com. Fabulous. So when I click this button, see this home, what I should see, actually I need to use a real address. So let's use Shelly at pearlscarf.com. Fabulous. So when I click this button, it should take me to the email confirmation page. And it should tell me that I need to check my email. So I'm going to click see this home. And Shazam, I got almost done. Check your email and confirm to be added to our newsletter. Fabulous. So now I'm going to flip over to my other browser and I'm going to check my email and I'm going to hit refresh. And there's my confirmation email. So I have to click on this and then click here to confirm my subscription. When I click this button, it should take me to the confirmation page that says congratulations. So let's click on there and see if we go to the right page. Oh my gosh, we got the congratulations. So everything's working exactly as it's supposed to. But let's do one more check, and that is we need to go into MailingBoss and make sure that Katie Ray was added to the email list. So let's go back into MailingBoss. And here is the Pearl Scarf subscriber list. And I'm going to click on subscribers. And let's see if she was added. So there she is right there. And she's confirmed because she clicked the confirmation link inside of the email. So that, you guys, is the complete setup of how to do a lead capture funnel and a lead capture page inside of Builderall. Is that crazy or what? You guys went through the whole thing. Congratulations. Do you guys have any questions at all? Go ahead, Linda.
A question like I noticed earlier, if you're offering them for a download for a book or something, do you recommend that being in one of the email sequences you send out or from one of the pages as a download? What would you recommend?
Actually, for a download, I would either do it in the welcome email, which is the first email that's sent out once they're confirmed on your list. So maybe a link to a Google Doc or something like that. Or honestly, I would not have it on the, the subscription confirmed page where you say, congratulations, you just made it. A lot of people are tempted to put a button on there and let them download, but that's in a public area. So they could get it and get that link and give it to anybody. So what I would do is actually just create a membership area. And once they join, they're confirmed, you can send them to a membership area where they have to log in to be able to get access to that particular download. So to me, that's a bigger training, right? To be able to do the membership area. But that would be the ideal way, because then you have to have a username and password to get into that membership area. And we have the membership area connected to MailingBoss now in Cheetah. So that's huge.
Thank you, because that's the next thing I'm working on. Thanks so much.
Good. Yep, that's it. And we'll do some membership training. I've done it many, many times, but I can't wait to do it even more with Cheetah because we've got some great, great tools for membership areas for Cheetah. Hey, Llama, got a question?
Hey, Shelly. Yes, I have a question. How about a webinar registration? How different is this setup as compared to the webinar registration setup?
It's actually not any different because all you're going to do, there's just another step, and that is to go in there and create your email sequence so that once they're signed up and they get on your list, you've got emails going out to remind them, here's the time, here's the date, here's the link to go to your webinar. So it's really not any different at all.
Great. And so when they attend the webinar, they go to a separate page that is not part of this 3-page setup where the webinar is going to be available.
Exactly. I call that the broadcast page. And that's the page that you can set up that either has a replay of a YouTube video, or you can stream live to YouTube and then have it streaming onto that broadcast page. There's a lot of really cool stuff that you can do with the webinar platform on Builderall.
Awesome. And if you use webinar not to broadcast, but more like for training, for example, with an individual or maybe 2-3 people, I understand that that's possible to do it using Builderall webinar system as well.
It absolutely is. You can bring in presenters, and I think you can bring in up to 2 or 3. It used to be 6, but we've reduced it. Or if you've got something like you could live stream to YouTube using the webinar platform. And then if you have the iframe for your YouTube channel, you can put that into the broadcast page. So you're using Builderall platform to live stream to YouTube. And then the iframe for that is in your broadcast page. And so even though you're going to YouTube, they'll see you on your broadcast page because it's live casting with YouTube. It's actually really cool. That's what we do with a lot of our meetings.
Really? I thought meetings are usually on Zoom.
Yep, but you can, we actually, we do Zoom, but that's because we have so many people that we can't quite hold that many people on the Builderall webinar platform. But it's the same concept where we're taking that iframe from YouTube and iframing it into the broadcast page. So if we were only 1 or 2 or 3 presenters, we could use the Builderall platform, live stream to YouTube, and then iframe it into your broadcast page.
So basically, it's like a private video conferencing room in a sense.
Yeah, exactly. And it works beautifully because you can share your screen. You can share your webcam, right? Each presenter can share the webcam. And then you can flip-flop between cameras. So if I wanted to show me and then maybe have another camera on a whiteboard or something like that, I could do that. And then we also have a whiteboard capability. So I can pull up the whiteboard and actually write on the whiteboard with my mouse. And so if I'm doing some kind of addition or I need to draw a kitty cat or something like that, I could actually do that. And then switch back to my desktop or switch back to my webcam. So it's really, really cool. And
the webinar presentation can be broadcasted either from a mobile phone or from a webcam?
It's really, really hard to do it from a mobile phone. It's just not set up for mobile. So you need to be accessing and doing it from a desktop or a PC or a Mac or something like that. Mobile is not going to get it for you. It's just not quite good enough to be able to get a good image and be able to manage the things that you need to manage in the webinar platform.
Got it. I'm sure there's going to be another presentation on webinars proper.
Absolutely. They've changed a lot of stuff in the webinar right now, and there's a lot of it's almost like a little wizard now where you go through and say, okay, I want this and I want this and I want that. But what we did tonight is like the beginning of setting it up so you can start that email list of the people that want to be on the webinar, want to go to the webinar. And then you can do that second step, which is setting up your email sequence to go out to them that get on the list. And then, of course, once you schedule the webinar, you can actually do the webinar with Builderall if you have just a couple of presenters.
Excellent. Thank you.
It's cool stuff. Boyko, I'll get you, and then I'll get Alan.
Okay. Good evening.
Good evening. It's great to
Can
see
you
you.
hear me? Okay. Thank you for this great explanation of campaign, but I have a trouble, or I don't know how to, if I have, let's say, every week one campaign to the same list, how do I do it?
Is it the same email going to the same list?
No, it's new campaign every week. And I want to capture new leads and to send to the people who are already in the list.
Fabulous. Well, the way you can do that is you can send out a broadcast email. In the system, it's called a regular email. So for that particular instant, you can set up the email to go out on a specific day at a specific time. And then once it sends, it's done. And then if you want another one to go out the next week, you just create another email, set it for a specific day and a specific time, and it'll go out to everybody on the list.
Yes, but I would like to capture new leads to that capture page, and also that all members of the list would receive that mail also.
They will. For a regular email,
so,
unless you specifically say don't send it to these people, it will send to everybody on the list.
So how do I mark this in MailingBoss? Because I'm not sure how to do it, and I was creating so that I was creating new list for every broadcast, and then I moved that new members, new leads to standard list.
I'll show you. Are you ready? This is going to be so easy. Prepare to be amazed. Okay. All right. So inside of MailingBoss, all I'm going to do is go to campaigns and click email sequence. And I'm not making an email sequence. I'm making a campaign, right? One single email. That's the difference between an email sequence and an email campaign. A campaign is a single email. A sequence is a collection of campaigns. Okay. So right here where it says manage campaigns, I'm going to click on there. So now I'm looking at all of my individual emails, every single individual email that I have. And I'm going to click create new. So I'm creating a single email, and I'm going to call the type regular. You have the choice of regular or autoresponder. This one's going to be regular, which is the same thing as a broadcast. So after you're done setting this email up, you're going to be asked, okay, what date and what time do you want this to go out? And on that date and that time, if you've not set any filters, it will go to every single person on your list at that date and that time, and then it'll be done. Okay.
Okay, and new leads will also came to the same list.
That's right.
Okay, thank you.
You're so welcome. That was easy. All right.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. We had, I think Alan was next. Let me see if I can find Alan. I've lost Alan. Alan, if you're there, turn on your mic and hop in.
Okay, got it.
Great.
Internet dropped for a second.
Okay.
We already have an email list. Or a way to import them into Builderall or into MailBoss?
You can import them. You can import up to 1,000 at a time. And you can import them using the import feature. So if you go to the subscriber list, there's an import area. You click that, and then you can upload them from like it'll give you instructions right there on the Excel file that you need to be able to do that, how it needs to be built. And you can upload up to 1,000. If you have more than 1,000, then you need to contact support, and you need to let them know about your list. So what they're wanting to know is it a valid list where they opted in and they confirmed and all that kind of stuff, because otherwise if it was just a bot list or a scrape list, they're not going to let you use it. So if you talk to them and let them know where your list came from and how you got the names, then they'll approve you being able to upload more than 1,000. Okay.
Gotcha. Thank you.
You're welcome. What else, you guys? Any other questions?
Is this
That's
gonna be,
it? Sorry, go ahead.
can this be replayed? Can this?
Yeah, I'm gonna, as soon as this renders, it'll take a while for YouTube for it to render. But
Okay.
once it's done rendering, it will be available on YouTube public. And then I'll make sure on the event calendar for the DM join meeting time today, if you click on it, it'll have the replay link as well. So you can find it on the event calendar, or you can find it if you're looking on the Builderall USA YouTube channel. Okay?
Great. Great.
You betcha. What else, guys? Any other questions? You guys were so great. You guys just hung in there right to the end, right? And we started at 4 my time. So you guys have been with me about an hour and a half. I knew this was probably going to take about an hour and a half to do. And you guys rocked and rolled with me the whole time. So you did so great. I am looking at the chat, and some of them are saying, can I have this video? So like I said, I'm going to have it on the DM join, and it's going to be on YouTube on the Builderall USA channel. So you can find it there. So you absolutely can watch the replay. And then Dimitri says that he was updating some of his old email lists with new MailingBoss, and the list got blocked for spam. How do I filter out the old email list before uploading? You can actually go into the subscribers and do a filter for lead score. And if you find people that have not opened any of your emails and they've not clicked any links, their lead score will be 0. So you can do a filter for a lead score of 0 to 0, and it will pull up all of those people that are in that list and just delete them, just get them out of there. So that way you're going to be able to improve your email delivery, because you won't have those people that are bouncing back.
Well, this was an upload I did the other night that caused that to happen. So I was wondering, I have an old emails list. I'm trying to put them all in Builderall, and I'm trying to avoid that in the future from that happening. I was just wondering if there's a better way for me to do it.
Yeah, the only way I would say to fix that problem is to run it through a list cleaner. And
Okay.
we've got one of those in Builderall that you can purchase. It's not one of the apps that we have available. But if you've seen that inbox path, which is in the menu,
Okay.
I can't remember for sure, but I think it's like $97, $99 for one-time cost, and you can use it forever. And you can clean 10,000 subscribers a month. So it's a great way to clean your list and get those bounces out there and get those invalids out of there, and then move that list into MailingBoss, and it'll be a lot cleaner, and you won't have that problem with spam as bad. You'll still have to build up your reputation. Yeah. So you need to make sure that you're giving them good emails that they want to open. So the subject has to be good. And then inside the email, put something in there that they click. So if they open it and they click, that's going to increase that reputation, and you'll get a better chance of not getting that spam with that. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. What else, guys? Anything else? All right. You guys are so awesome. I want to tell you thank you so much for being here tonight. I see a bunch of new faces, so I'm super duper happy to see the new faces always. And if you're brand spanking new to Builderall, I want to say welcome. We're so glad you're here, and we have a lot more training for you, so just get ready. But as I always say, I will see you guys all around the internet, and don't forget to build something amazing with Builderall. I'll see you guys later. Have a great one. Bye.